Hi there. Today we're going to continue with the past examination review and let's go straight to it. The next question is number 21. Number 21. And that says express 0.000724 in standard form. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. You move decimal forward and it becomes 7.24 times 10 raised to power minus 4. And the correct option is D. When you move decimal to the right, the power of 10 becomes is negative. And when you move decimal to the left in standard form, or to write a number in standard form, the power of 10 is negative. Now 22 says the price of a television set is reduced from 20,000 naira to 16,000 naira. Find the percentage discount. Discount is original amount, which is 20,000 naira, minus the discounted amount, which is 16,000. The reduced amount, and that's 4,000 naira. So therefore, percentage discount, which is given by discount over original amount times 100%, is 4,000 over 20,000 times 100%. 4,000 year 1, 4,000 year 5, 5 year 1, 5 year 20. And the answer is 20%. That's option D. Now to the next. 23. Calculate the height of 385 centimeter cubed of water inside a cylinder of diameter 7 centimeters. Let this be the cylinder. Let's have a sketch of a cylinder. That is cylinder. And this is its base. This is the base of a cylinder. It has a diameter of 7 centimeters. This is 7 centimeters. And let this be the water inside the cylinder. We don't know what level it reaches inside it, and that's what we want to find. This is the water contained in the cylinder. So let this be the level the water reaches inside the cylinder. And that's H. Volume. The volume of a cylinder is given by the formula pi r squared H. So height is the volume of So height is going to be V over pi r squared. And that means 385 divided by pi, which is 22 over 7, times radius times radius. Radius is going to be 7 over 2 since diameter is 7. And radius squared will be 7 over 2 squared. 7 here 1, 7 here 1, 2 here 1, 2 here 11. And then we have 385 divided by 77 over 2, which is 385 times 2 over 77. If you multiply that, 77 here 1, 77 in 385 is 5. And you can do that in bits if you like. 11 here 7, 11 in 38 is 3. We're left with 5. 11 in 55 is 5. And then we go 7 here 1, 7 in 35, 5. And the answer is 10 centimeters. So the level of water in the cylinder, the height of the water in the cylinder, inside the cylinder, is 10 centimeters. And the correct option is C. Or if you like, the level of water in the cylinder is 10 centimeters. Now 24. How many vertices does a cube have? How many vertices does a cube have? A cube has 8 vertices. That's D. Number 25. 25 says a basket contains 40 mangoes, out of which 22 are good. Find the percentage of the mangoes that is bad. All right. Number of good mangoes. Number of good mangoes. Number of good mangoes equals. Number of good mangoes equals 22. Find the percentage of mangoes that is bad. So number of bad mangoes is definitely number of bad mangoes will be the total number of mangoes minus the number of mangoes that are good. And that will be 40 minus 22, which is 18. Therefore, percentage bad, percentage of mangoes that is bad is going to be number of bad mangoes, which is 18, divided by the total number of mangoes times 100%. And there we go. 20 here 2, 20 here 5, 2 here 1, 2 here 9, and that's 45%. That's a very, very simple one. 45%, and the correct option is D. And then we go straight to the next question. 26. Find the additive inverse of 1 over 3. The additive inverse of a number is what you add to it to make it 0. So the additive inverse of 2, for example, is minus 2, because 2 plus minus 2 is 0. The additive inverse of minus 3 is plus 3, because minus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 0. So the additive inverse of 1 over 3 is minus 1 over 3. And that's A. Now to number 2, question 27. 27 says, if 40% passed the test conducted for 500 students, how many students failed? 40% passed. Percentage that passed was 40%. How many failed? And the number of students is 500. Number of students. I think I should write that first. Number of students equals 500. The percentage of them that passed will be 40%. How many failed? So number, that means percent fail. That means the number that failed will be, failure will be 60%. So number of students who failed, the percentage of students who failed was 60%, certainly. And that means number of students who failed will be equal to 60% of 500. 60% of the total number of students, and that's 100 year 1, 100 year 5, and that's 300%. That's 300%, and that is option A. That's A. Let me write the percentage symbol properly. Now to the next, number 28. That says, if 12 boxes of soap weigh 2.4 kilograms, what will be the weight of 8 boxes of the same kind of soap? 12 boxes have a weight of 2.4 kilograms. What is the weight of 8 of the same boxes? So 8 boxes will be equal to x, and you can do this. You remember that trick? That means 12x equals 8 times 2.4. And we divide both sides by 12 to get x. 12 cancels 12. 12 here 1. 12 in 2 is 0. Point, carry the 2 here, becomes 24. 12 and 24, 2. And then we do 8 times 0.2, which is 1.6. So that's 1.6 kilograms. Therefore, weight of 8 boxes, the weight of 8 boxes is equal to 1.6 kilograms. And the correct option is, that's 1.6. The correct option is A. And then straight to the next, number 29. The angle of elevation of a boy on top of a tree from a girl sitting on the ground is 61 degrees. What is the angle of depression of the girl from the boy? Angle of elevation of a girl on top of a boy on top of a tree. Okay, so let this be the tree. Let this be the tree. And this be the boy. While this is the ground. And let this be the ground. And let that be the point where the girl is on the ground. The tree stands vertically on the ground, so this is the right angle. Now the boy is on top of the tree while the girl is on the ground. Angle of elevation of the boy from the girl. The angle of elevation of the boy on top of the tree from the girl is 61 degrees. Now we want to find the angle of depression. The angle of depression of the girl from the boy. So this is the horizontal at the top here. And then the angle of depression of the girl from the boy is going to be this. Let that be theta. So, and of course, that's the same. Theta equals, that's the same as 61. That's the same as 61 degrees. Theta equals 61 degrees because they are alternate angles. Of course, we know that this line, even without being told, is parallel to this line. So theta is 61 degrees, alternate angles. Therefore, the angle of depression, the angle of depression of the girl, the angle of depression of the girl from the boy, is 61 degrees. From the boy is 61 degrees. And now we go straight to the next. If 6 men plow a field in 10 hours, how many hours will it take 4 men to do the same work? That's 20, that's 30. 6 men took 10 hours. And now, how many hours will it take 4 men? This simply means 1 man will take 6 times 10 hours, which is 60 hours. This is, of course, an indirect proportion. Therefore, 4 men will take 60 divided by 4, which is 15 hours. 4 men will take 15 hours, and that's the correct option is A. Now to the next, 31. A number which is 1 more than n is dash n plus 1. That's a number. A number which is 1 more than anything. Any number is just that number plus 1. That other number plus 1. N minus 1, and that's A. 32. A fair coin is tossed once. What is the probability of getting a tail? The probability of getting a tail is the probability of getting a tail of getting a tail is equal to 1 over 2. There is only one tail and there are two outcomes altogether. So the probability of getting a tail is 1 over 2. And the correct option is, that's number 32, 1 over 2, which is A. Now to 33, factorize wxy plus wxz. Factorize wxy plus wxz. That's the same as wx is common to both terms. So we write that wx into bracket. If we divide wxy by wx, we'll be left with y. And that's what we write here, plus. If you divide wxz by wx, we'll be left with z. So the answer is wx. I think I should write it. Here. And the answer is wx into bracket y plus z, which is option 33. Wx into y plus z. The correct option is A. Now to the next very quickly. 34, which says a fair die is tossed once. What is the probability of obtaining a prime number? Alright, in a fair die, the outcomes in a fair die are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So probability of obtaining a prime number equals the number of prime numbers divided by the total number of digits, digits on the die, or the total number of faces on the die, because each face has a number written on it. So probability of obtaining a prime number is going to be, the prime numbers are 2, 3, and 5. So the probability of obtaining a prime number will be number of prime numbers on the die, which is 3 rather, divided by all of the number of faces on each of which a number is written of the die. So that's 3 over 6. There are 6 numbers in total on the die. So 3 of them are prime, and that means the probability of obtaining a prime number is 3 over 6, which is 1 over 2. And the correct option is B. Now to the next, which is 35. Which of the following is not a prime number? Obviously, 1 is not a prime number. Any number which doesn't have up to, a prime number must have 2 factors, and those factors are itself and the number 1. But here, the number 1 only has itself as a factor and no other factor. So it's not a prime number. The probability of passing an examination is 0.077. What's the probability of failing? That's simple. Probability of failing. Probability of failing the examination the probability of passing an exam plus the probability of failing it is 1. So if the probability of passing is known, then the probability of failing is going to be 1 minus the probability of passing it, which is 1 minus 0.77, and that's 0.33. The correct option is B. Now to the next, 36, very quickly. The probability, what we just did now is actually 36. Now we go to 37. Find the value of t in the equation 2t minus 7 equals 15. That simply means 2t equals, you move minus 7 to the right hand side and it becomes plus 7. So that's 15 plus 7, which means 2t equals 22. And now we divide both sides by 2 to get t. And that means t equals 11. The correct option is D. So the next, very quickly, 38. It says find if x is an odd number, the sum of x and the next odd number is dash. Let's look at odd numbers. 1 is odd. The next odd number after 1 is 3. That's 1 plus 2, 3. The next one is 3 plus 2, 5. The next one is 5 plus 2, 7. And like that. So if x is odd, the next odd number is going to be x plus 2. And no, they said the sum of x and the next odd number is dash. Oh, so if x is odd, the next odd number is x plus 2. And that means x plus 2, which is the sum of x and the next odd number, is going to be 2x plus 2. That's it simply. That's 2x plus 2. And the correct option is D. The correct option is D. So the next, quickly, 39. 39 says the volume of a cone of height h and base radius r is given by, of course, volume of a cone is given by the formula. Volume of a cone is given by the formula 1 over 3 pi r squared. 1 over 3 pi r squared h. The correct option is D. And now to the last one, which is 40. If a letter is chosen randomly from the name Adeshoye, what is the probability that the letter is E? Adeshoye. Adeshoye. The number of letters in it, probability that letter is E. That the letter is E. And let me write that in full. Probability that the letter chosen is E is equal to the total number of letters in the name, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, the number of E's in the name, which is 1, 2, that's 2, divided by the total number of letters in the name, 7. And the correct option is D, 2 over 7. And that's it, very, very quickly and simply. I hope you understand everything. Take your time, pause where necessary to get the explanation. And I'm sure you'll be able to understand everything from the beginning to the end. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thank you very much and see you in the next. Bye-bye.